Hello, welcome back to the Mae Yoga with me, Anna. Today is a 40-minute gentle flow focusing around the spine. So hop on your mat and we'll get started. We'll begin lying down on our back with our knees knocked together, our feet mat width apart, hands rested, one on the belly, one on the chest. Elongate the back of the neck. Maybe pick up the hips and drop them back down so you can be comfortable here. And we'll start with a little bit of box breathing. So we can begin our practice from an equal, steady place. So 5 rounds altogether. So follow along. Take a big exhale, let it all go. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the air out. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And 2 more rounds in your own count. And as you finish that last round, steady the breath off and find a comfortable rhythm you can stay with throughout the practice. Bat your eyes open, or you can keep them closed. Remove the hands from the torso. Wiggle the feet so they are hip width apart, knees in line with the thighs, so where the thigh bone connects into the hip point, want knees to stay nice and in line there. Firmly root through the feet, push down through the hands, and we'll begin with a bit of awareness of our pelvis. So you might want to put your hands on your hips, or you can keep them to the side here. We're going to inhale, tip the tailbone up to flatten the spine to the floor. Exhale, we'll come back and find that neutral spine, gentle curve. Maybe this is where the hands on the hips is useful, so curl it under. And then release back to neutral. And notice how the hip bone is moving here. Notice how the core interacts as well, so the belly button draws down as you flatten the spine. And we can keep going like this, or maybe we start to make that movement a little bigger. So as you tip the tailbone under, maybe you start to lift the hips and come onto kind of the mid-back, the start of the rib cage. And then we lower back down, making sure to find that neutral spine, the natural arch as we hit the floor. Rolling back up, inhale. Exhale, lower. We're going to do this about 10 more times, and as you do so, maybe you come all the way up onto the shoulders eventually, so the movement increases. You follow the breath. So if you're coming onto the shoulders, push into the feet, maybe you squeeze the glutes a little at the top. And we always return to that neutral spine, completely releasing at the bottom. Take about 2 more. Make sure that the hips and the knees are still aligned. Maybe you're feeling a little heat through the glutes. And then we'll release. Come all the way back down, and we're going to start to make our way up to a comfortable seated position. So wherever you are, placing the hands either to the knees or maybe onto the ankles, wherever feels good. We're going to shift our torso over to the right, take a big loop round as we shine the chest forward as we come to the front. And as we roll it back round, we round the spine. So it's almost like a cat-cow motion with our circles. Maybe you bring the neck in as well, so jut the chin forwards and then pull it back in. And then next time you're at the front, we'll switch direction. Two more rounds. Really good. Pausing in a neutral spine, stack the spine all on top of each other, switch the cross of the legs if you had your legs crossed. Take your right hand to the mat beside you, inhale, left arm sweeps up and over. Maybe the elbow comes down, maybe you're still on the hand. Wherever we are, we're pulling the shoulder blades gently together. Maybe you gaze to the sky, maybe it's down at the mat. Focus on sending all of your breath into the left rib. Peel the collarbones open. Two more breaths here. And then that top arm, we're going to take it so it points out to the side. Maybe it points down to the mat. And we'll let our right ear drop down to the right shoulder. Nice extension for the left side of the neck. One more inhale. Exhale, can you soften the shoulders down? Come back to the center. Left hand is on the floor this time. Inhale, right arm up and over. Breathing into the right ribs. Shining the chest gently up to the sky slightly, or having the intention of doing so we don't collapse in. Both sit bones are down on the floor. And then we'll take that right hand down towards the mat and let the left ear drop towards the left shoulder now. About 2 breaths. And then we'll come back up to neutral. Hands come onto the knees. And we're going to take some half neck rolls. So just loosening up after that static hold. Ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Really good. We're going to start to come into all fours. So swinging your legs around, hands coming under the shoulders, and we'll warm up through our wrists a little before we weight bear on the wrists. So turn your fingertips to point to the sides of the mat and just go side to side nice and gently. So the closer your wrists are towards your knees, the less weight will be put through them. Being nice and gentle. Bring them back to that central position, maybe a touch backwards, and then we'll pick up our wrist, come onto the fingers, come up to the fingertips, knuckles, wrists, knuckles, fingertips, knuckles, wrists. Couple more rounds. One more. And come back to all fours. Maybe give the wrists a little shake. Feet are flat to the floor, and we're going to take 5 rounds of cat and cow. So we inhale, tip tailbone up, look forwards. Exhale, round the spine, look between the knees and push the ground away with everything touching it. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds in your own time. And then I want you to close the eyes and start to exaggerate this movement in a way that feels good for you. So maybe you start to shift through the hips. Maybe you're bending the elbows. Maybe you're shifting forwards and backwards. Whatever you do, allow it to be intuitive. What is your spine asking for? What movements feel good? See if you can surprise yourself with the movements. And we're going to take about 5 more breaths moving in this free way. Remember, nobody is watching you if you're at home. Really good. We'll come back to a neutral spine, restacking yourself if you'd shifted forwards. And we're going to take our right knee, foot comes between the hands into our runner's lunge position. Left hand stays on the mat. Inhale, peel your right arm all the way up to the sky. Easy twist. Deep belly breaths for 2 and 1. Bring that right hand back down. Turn on the left knee. And we'll open up through our left arm. So we're in a supported side angle here. On your next inhale, bring yourself up so your right arm points forward, your left hand points back. Maybe wiggle the front foot so it's in line with that back knee. Supported warrior 2. Drop the shoulders down, smooth the skin on the forehead, and then we'll swing our back arm to meet our front arm. Thumbs come on top, making fists. Inhale, peel your bow backwards. Gaze at it as it goes, so we move through the neck. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, pull it back. Really focus on opening up the arms. Keep the arms active, so we're tensing the muscles. Legs are strong as we mobilise our thoracic spine. One more. Come back to find warrior 2. Release the hands. Inhale, right arm up, left arm down, revolved, supported warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down onto the mat. Walk your right foot back over and then step it back all fours. We'll do the same on the other side. Left foot comes forwards. Right hand on the mat. Inhale, peel, left arm up to the sky. Easy twist. Breathing into the belly, squeezing gently through that right glute to keep the hips nice and level. And then bringing the left hand down to the mat. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Variation on our supported side angle. Bring that right hand back down. Turn your right foot so it comes to the left side of the mat. You can walk the left foot so the heel is in line with the knee, and then cartwheel yourself up into our supported warrior. Drop shoulders, gaze steadily ahead. Make fists with the hands, thumbs on top. Right arm comes to meet the left. Inhale, tense the arms, pull back your bow. Gaze at the hand as it goes. Come back forwards. Pull it back. Strong in the legs. Maybe this gaze following that hand feels like a moving meditation. Two more rounds. And then we'll come back to find our warrior 2. Inhale, reverse left to the sky, right hand down the right leg. And then cartwheel the hands down. Walk your left foot back in line with the hip, and this time we're going to step forwards into our forwards fold. Nice bend in the knees, floppy body, arms are heavy, head is heavy. Dangling here, let the spine decompress. And then we'll float through our spine 5 times, so the knees can stay bent the whole time. So forward fold is hands to the floor, head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, knees bent or a little more straight, spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, forwards fold, pour it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ripple down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more on your own. And then as you're ready, with a flat back, lifting all the way up, bringing arms as well. High mountain. Exhale, hands down through the heart center, and we arrive in Tadasana. So getting set in our strong mountain pose, feet are hip width. We're pulling up through our knees, through our quads, remembering that bridge that we did at the beginning. Tailbone is neutral, neutral spine, shoulders back and down, fingertips to the floor. Elongating the back of the neck, feeling strong, feeling proud. 3 breaths just like this. And then we're going to bring hands to our heart center, and we're going to step with a couple of steps or take one big long step into our warrior 2 legs. So left leg comes all the way back, spinning that back heel round, heels aligned like a big capital L. Knee is over the front ankle, so have a wiggle around, get nice and set. Hips facing forwards, hands still here at the heart center. And then we'll fly our arms out either side, warrior 2. Take your left hand underneath, right arm on top. Bend at the elbows for eagle arms. So first option is just hugging the shoulders. Next option is backs of the hands touch. Next option is weaving the palms together. So wherever we've got to, we're strong in the legs, using our core to hold us, using our glutes, quads to hold us. And then as you're ready, inhale, push those elbows up and away from you. Feel the spread through the shoulder blades. Maybe you gaze slightly up. As you're ready, keep arms as they are, straighten the front leg, turn on that front foot so we're facing the long edge of our mat. Inhale, fly the arms open, and exhale, dive down. Wide-legged straddle forward fold. Left hand's coming under our face, so bend the knees if you need to get down there. Inhale, right arm all the way up to the sky, twisted forwards fold. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. Exhale, bring that right hand down and we'll switch. Left arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, come on all the way up, arms up to the sky. Exhale, we'll take warrior two to the back of our mat, so facing the opposite way round. Our left leg is now in the front, arms floating out either side, sinking into those legs. Bring the right arm forwards, underneath the left for eagle arms on the other side. Bring the shoulders, backs of the hands touch, or we weave them round, and then inhale. Find space in the shoulder blades. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, arms stay as they are. Come back to the long edge of the mat. Release the arms. Heels come in as we sink into a squat. Hands come onto the knees, thumbs on the insides. And we'll dip our left shoulder in, look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side, right shoulder in, look to the left. Center to the right. Center to the left. Come back to the center, sweep the arms up to the sky, bring the hands back down through the heart center, turn your right toes to the front of the mat and we'll take a big step or a few little steps back to the top of our mat. We'll start to flow to come back down to the mat, so we'll inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, float down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, step your knees back so we're in our all fours again. Now hips staying high, we're going to come to find puppy dog posture. Walk the hands forwards, let the forehead come down onto the mat. Sinking down, space in the shoulders. Five breaths here. And then we'll take our left arm and thread it underneath our right for a twisted puppy dog. The more that we reach the right fingers out, the more stretch we'll find in that upper spine. Unthread your arm and we'll go to the other side. Thread your left arm under, twisting puppy dog. Big belly breaths. Unthread your arm and gently make your way back to All fours position. We're going to gently lower ourselves down onto our mat. Arms coming out either side of us. When you're ready, we'll find broken wing posture. So right arm stays out to the side, left hand plants down on the mat. As we roll to our right, maybe left leg comes up and over, and we stamp it down. Maybe you stay with the legs stacked on top of each other. 5 breaths here. Can you allow gravity to come in? This is a passive posture. Smooth the skin on the forehead. Allow the hips to open, the shoulders to open. And then gently roll back onto the belly. Make a pillow for the head with the hands and wiggle the hips side to side. We'll go to the other side. Our left arm slides out this time. Right hand under the right shoulder. Roll onto the left side and the right leg flicks up and over the top. Big belly breaths. Soften here. Rolling back onto your belly as you're ready. And we'll push back to find all fours. When you get there, swing the legs to the side and we'll come through a seated position as we make our way onto our backs. We're going to take a deeper bridge, so it's the posture that we began the class with. Maybe we hold it a little longer this time. So align your knees and your hips again. Feet are just about so you can touch them with your fingertips. Push into the hands. Inhale, curl up through the spine piece by piece as you come up onto your shoulders. Push into the feet, the hands, the shoulders, the back of the head, everything touching the mat. And then peel the chest away from the mat and the chin away from the chest. Squeeze glutes and hold for 4 breaths, staying strong. Inhale, can you go a little taller? Exhale, we release. Hips come back down, really well done. Knees to the chest. Have a squeeze. And we're going to take a spinal twist as our last posture of our class. So If you have a preferred version, then please take that. Otherwise, we're going to come to a deep, twisted, simple, twisted spine. So shift your hips to the right slightly, shins come parallel to the sky, and big exhale, we take the legs over to the left. Gazing down the right arm, we'll allow ourselves to be here for about just under 10 breaths or so. Breathe deeply into the belly and let that process of twist happen. Release the shoulders. Gently bring the knees back to the center. Arms back out. Hips bump over to the left. Knees come parallel to the sky. And exhale, take the legs over to the right. Settle in. Get comfortable. Enjoy your spinal twist. Bring the knees back to the center. Have any final movements that you want to before Savasana. Align the body if you were bumped to the side. And then gently we'll meet down in Savasana, legs long, hands to the side. Take a big inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. Settle in. Allow your body to absorb all that goodness of the practice. And surrender for the next couple of moments in Savasana. take a big breath and stretch the arms up over the head. And bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, a little gratitude for your practice today. And then however you want to, meet me back in a comfortable seated position. Grow tall through the spine. And we'll seal our practice with a great big breath together. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, draw it in through the heart center. And namaste.